Oh, guys, I'm so triggered. I'm so triggered and I need to do this video because I'm sick and tired of the hate, the discrimination that I have seen countlessly that take place. And this is something that I've raised on my podcast. I've spoken about this on my channel and I need to continue to speak about this because I need to raise awareness because I have a platform to do so. I'm grateful that I have a platform to do so, and this needs to be said and needs to be addressed continuously because awareness is key and it is necessary and important. But what have Muslim women done? Visible Muslim women especially, but what have they done to have and receive such a plight of abuse, discrimination, racism that takes place in so many ways, from on the street to airports? I can go on and on and on. And as a brown man, I feel like it is my responsibility and right to raise these questions, to raise these conversations, to do my due diligence as a human being, to have that empathy, that sympathy, and that support for them, because we have a young 19-year-old girl. Guys, a 19-year-old girl who goes by the name of Aya. I'm not going to be putting her face picture anywhere because apparently it has been said that her family do not want her face pictures to be distributed or recycled or regurgitated all over the internet. So I won't be putting her face in this. But a 19-year-old girl was grocery shopping in Birmingham. A Muslim girl, a hijabi Muslim girl, who left the grocery store and then was shot dead in broad daylight and had died. This is disgusting. This is vile. Robbed for her life. A young 19-year-old girl was robbed from her life for just living, for being, and I think it's absolutely grotesque. What have Muslim women done to receive so much abuse? Not only that, but we see so much going on online, especially on Twitter, for no reason. A garment, a cloth around your head has made you become so abusive, and then people wonder why so many hijabi women take off their hijabs, because the abuse can be so much. The mental toll, and then people critique and laugh at girls. Oh, you're showing a little bit of hair. Oh, you're not wearing the scarf anymore, how dare you? But then they don't even want to address the amount of mental toll that it can take on somebody for the amount of daily abuse that they receive. It is a blessing, guys. It is a blessing to leave your home and come back in one piece. It is an absolute blessing in this day. Especially, a young girl was robbed from her life. Now, we don't know if this was a racialized attack. We don't know that for fact. It's being, assumed, and people are talking about it online. Apparently there's a picture of the guy circulating who looks like to be a white guy, and it could be a racial attack, but we don't know that. So I cannot say it was because it has not been confirmed, and I feel like you have to also do your due diligence when it comes to reporting on stories, and if something isn't made to be accurate yet, don't be talking about it like it is. So I don't know if that could be the exact case, but it seems that could be the likely institution. Hijabi girls, Muslim girls with hijabs on them cannot even walk down the damn street, cannot even go to grocery shopping with the idea that they could be shot and killed, or be, let alone, discriminated and abused against or judged against for simple cloth that's really banned in France. For example, the niqab is banned in France, but you're meant to be wearing masks for this whole pandemic. You'll be fined for not wearing a mask, but then you'll also be fined, for example, if you're wearing a niqab. Make it make sense, please. I understand when it comes to passports, when it comes to identification, you should reveal it, of course, because those are practical laws. But if something is part of your religion, I don't understand why it becomes such a awful amount, but we're not seeing that for anybody else. It's funny how hijabi women, Muslim women are judged so much for it, but what about nuns who wear it in the church or wear it walking around? Why are they given this presence of high religiousness or worth, you could say, but Muslim women are not? Then there's this idea that they control and that they're meant to use it, or a man is controlling them to wear it. But when they say with their chest, it's my own choice to wear it, that doesn't really change. This whole story with Aya is disgusting and it's sad. I've raised awareness in my podcast, which is why I'm also doing this video, so that you guys can listen to that, because I do speak about it more in detail. I would appreciate if you guys do. But the other issue with this and the gag of this is that the fact that there's been no media coverage. But if it was a white girl now, this would be everywhere and anywhere. But it isn't. And we damn well know people are still putting in funds for Madeleine McCann, who passed away, maybe, we don't know, allegedly, ages ago. But that's still forefront in the news everywhere. Sky News, 24/7, BBC News, whatever, allegedly it's everywhere. But this isn't even, all I'm seeing is like a 2-paragraph article at best. Nowhere on the news. Nowhere at all. You have to find it yourself. I found it myself just out of, scrolling through stuff here and there. It came to my attention later than it should have. And that is the irritant. It came to my attention way later than it should have. Somebody was shot in broad daylight in the month of Ramadan. 19-year-old girl robbed for her life. The celebration of Eid is coming this week. The family now cannot really celebrate knowing that the young girl has passed away. There's one thing when your elderly, grandparents pass away, it's so painful and suffering, but because they're at elder age, it becomes a little bit more digestible because people are unlikely to die when they get older. But a 19-year-old girl has had her life robbed from arguably maybe a racist attack for just living and breathing and going down the damn road. It's disgusting. The abuse that Muslim women face is vicious. It's irritating. They become main targets for hate crimes 24/7, and they get so much. There was one particular situation I read online where this Muslim girl was going to America and she was searched everywhere, left, right and center, patted down in very inappropriate places, scrutinized. The mental toll, are you guys mad that this carries with you in the future, can really just F you up in places that you don't even realize. And nobody really talks about it as much either. I don't see it as much. I see tweets about it, yes, I see that, but I don't see people making content creators talking about it, making YouTube videos about it, and I feel like it is my due diligence. I continuously speak up for minorities, and I feel like I will continue to speak about minorities because I hate acts of injustice. A 19-year-old girl has had her life robbed. What have Muslim women done to receive so much nasty, disgusting abuse? I really don't know. It is sickening, it is disgusting, it is vile. I raised awareness for this on my podcast, and I'm raising it in this video the next day to continue this awareness. So I spread it out on different days because I feel like that's important to do. Let me know your thoughts when it comes to this, because I wanted to talk about it and I'm just so exhausted. And if I'm exhausted, how do they feel being exhausted, child? That's the real issue. Like, it's insane. It's really insane, guys. 19-year-old, your life is gone. You're not even 20. You're still in your teenage years. Your whole life's ahead of you. Snatched and gone because of one idiot who shot you in broad daylight and you died from a gunshot wound. Vile. Let me know what your thoughts are. Subscribe to the channel and I'll catch you guys soon for another video. Absolutely vile, man.